So before I get into my favorite figures of 2022, I'll probably do my least favorite or worst figures I've bought of 2022. But so I did NECA, Hasbro, um, McFarlane, and I thought there was one other. Well, oh, Mythic Legions. Today I'm going to do, sorry, my favorite, just random figures I got. For example, this dude here. I, I go to GameStop. I used to go to GameStop for games until they outpriced the gamers, and now that's slowly happening to action figures. But you walk into GameStop and you'll randomly see a figure on sale. I got this guy for like $8, and he's from Mortal Kombat. It's a McFarlane figure. I just love all the detail. Aztec stuff is just cool on its own. Check out Google Aztec Batman, which is just so screwy. I'm sure McFarlane will make that because he makes every iteration of Batman. But everything, Aztec aesthetics are just awesome. And this guy is from Mortal Kombat, I guess. I don't play that game. I know nothing of the lore. Sometimes you buy something because you like the way it looks and it's for the right price. Like I said, he was like $8 in tax. Double jointed elbows and knees. You can get him into some great poses. I really like this figure. So that's one of my favorite pickups of 2022. That is just a random pickup. So this here is a Super 7 Conan Thulsa Doom. He was the villain. I don't know if it's Conan the Destroyer or Conan the Barbarian. He was the main villain, played by this guy, James Earl Jones, which is actually a pretty good head sculpt of a young James Earl Jones. I didn't buy it for that head. I bought it for this snake head, which has a jaw that opens and closes. He has a little sacrificial dagger. I love the, this is like a fake leather, pleather. Really nice. This belt with the scales. There's a lot of good detail in this figure. And I got him to be just a villain for, he scales well with Mythic Legions. He fits right in with them. I didn't necessarily get him for Conan. I got him just to be a cool villain, and it's a great looking figure. Sometimes you just buy something because it looks cool. This is one of Super 7's better offerings, I think, ever. I really do. All the stitch work is great. This is all cloth goods. It's tailored perfectly. You do get some articulation under there that works, that isn't kind of hindered too much from the cloth goods. That snake head sculpt is really cool. Yeah, I saw this guy at Newberry Comics, which is like a random mall store, kind of like FYE, if you guys are familiar with that. And I had to have him. This awesome looking piece. Now for something totally out there and weird, this is a premium DNA Madball action figure. So in the 80s, everyone who grew up in the 80s probably had a Madball at some point. You couldn't avoid them, and they were cool and gross. And the 80s, there was a little stretch of time in the 80s where everything was about gross toys, and Madballs kind of kicked it off with Garbage Pail Kids and Madballs. But a lot of people don't know is they had like little about 4-inch action figures where the head, you pressed a button in the back and the head popped off. So Premium DNA have updated those toys and made these premium 6-inch action figures. Now, there is articulation. The head doesn't pop off. It doesn't have that feature. This is kind of like a really, like a vinyl piece, like an art piece. It's not really a action figure, even though it is joints there. It is 1, 2, 3, about 12 points of articulation. This is something that you just get them in a cool pose and keep it posed like that forever. A lot of good details. I know it's ugly. It's not for everyone, but if you grew up liking Madballs, That's who it's for. For us, baby. Last on my favorite random figures of 2022. And I say that because I didn't buy 10 Mezco figures this year. I didn't buy 10 Super 7 figures this year or 10 Mortal Kombat figures, but the ones I did buy, I chose because they were really unique and cool looking. And this Mezco Atticus Doom I got back in March. A lot of people were kind of disappointed. I think because it's another skull face character. He did come with like that squid octopus head, inspired by what's his name, the crazy racist writer that everyone steals his stuff. Jeez, I'm drawing a blank and I'm too lazy to hit pause. But he's inspired by the Cthulhu guy. What the hell's his name? Anyway, that head is awesome. I kind of like this head with like the flame effects coming out of the eyes. His little spell book. This has a bendy wire in it, which is nice. The tailoring on the cloth goods. This is what Mezco is the best at. This is why I don't know why they do figures like they're doing a xenomorph. And they did the Predator. Like I kind of thought the whole point of Mezco was their knack for putting cloth goods on a figure and making it look in scale with what it should be for that figure. Whatever. Great figure. Very fun. I highly recommend this one. Of all the Mezco, the Rumble Society, I really like this guy. He's like a wizard or shaman or illusionist. Really cool. It's driving me nuts. I can't think of that guy's name. Please leave it in the comments. Those are my favorite figures of 2022 that are just random, kind of out there. Didn't buy a lot of that particular line. Leave a like, a comment. Please subscribe. And my next video, I might do another one today. I might do the worst of 2022. And it's not going to be a ton of figures because I try to avoid figures that I'm not going to like. But one of them was a need for the line, which I hate when that happens. It's something I have to get away from. But we'll talk about that in the next video. Take care. Have fun.